In the early morning hours of August 30th, Alan was informed by the New York State Police that his stepsister was dead. Alan was very distraught when he heard this information. But the state police looked at him and they felt that he was not distraught enough. And they didn't like it that his hands were crossed in front of him. They made commentary as to his mannerisms and how he was conducting himself. And they felt that he should have been more remorseful or distraught. But that is how Alan has lived. That is his character, his nature. The state police then demanded a mouth swab of Alan for a DNA sample. Alan was not under arrest. He was not convicted of any crime. Alan freely gave the DNA sample to the New York State Police because they asked him for the sample, and Alan gave them the sample because Alan felt that is the right thing to do. The police asked for it, and that's how he's been brought up, to obey the police. So the New York State Police have the DNA sample from Alan. The investigators released Alan after 12 hours of interrogation. The time of release was approximately 5:30 a.m. from the New York State Police Barracks in North Syracuse. The state police told Alan to find his own ride home. The Maxwell family stands ready at all times to assist the police authorities in their investigation into Erin's death. The Maxwells understand that the police are only doing their job by conducting a thorough investigation. I spoke this morning with Kevin Caracoli, the attorney for the Oswego County Department of Social Services. He has asked that the Maxwells give another statement to the Department of Social Services because they now are thinking of bringing charges against the family for neglect and the uncleanliness of their home, etc. I informed Mr. Caracoli this morning at approximately 10 o'clock that we have cooperated. You now have 2 or 3 statements. We're not going to give you another statement. They want the statement, he said, because they want to go into family court. Let me make our position very clear. We appreciate what the Department of Social Services has done, but if the department thinks they're going to start some type of investigation now and they're going to put my clients through the ringer, we will bring all lawsuits in state or federal court against all parties if that attempt is made. Let's talk about the cape, costume, and swords. You all know about that. There's been a number of things written in the media about neighbors seeing somebody with a cape, a hat, and a sword. Lindsey Maxwell and the family enjoy going to the Renaissance Festival in Sterling, New York. When they go, as many of you who have gone to the Renaissance Festival, you can rent a costume or you can go in costume. When attending the Renaissance Festival in Sterling, Lindsey would always go in character. Lindsey enjoys acting. He does have such a costume. If anyone saw him, that's where the family was going. The state police have confiscated by warrant a few swords that Lindsey had in the household. And they have those swords in their possession. The Maxwell family, we're now going to speak about what the Maxwell family theory of what happened to Erin. What happened to Erin? This is what they believe. The Maxwell family does not believe Erin committed suicide. It could be a possibility, but she appeared to be happy. She exhibited no signs of depression. She was not upset. She was doing well in school. No, the Maxwell family does not believe Erin committed suicide. Instead, the Maxwell family believes Erin's death to be accidental. Erin had a habit of jumping on her bed. Now, this is just a theory, because we don't know what happened. Lynn, on a number of occasions, had to tell Erin not to jump on her bed. It is possible that Erin was play acting and slipped off the bed. The Maxwells don't know how the rope became attached to the screw in the window frame. That screw had been there for a while. That screw had been there when the parties moved into the house. They don't know how the rope came to be found around Erin's neck. The state police has removed the window frame from the room, and they are presently, in my opinion, conducting tests to determine if the screw could support the weight of a 70 to 80 pound individual, the approximate weight of Erin. That's what I believe that they are doing. One thing that my clients have told me in my office, and that is haunting to me and to them, is that one of Erin's favorite movies, besides Harry Potter, was Pirates of the Caribbean, Volume 3. The first scene of that volume, and I have that because I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I had never seen the movie until my daughter showed it to me. The first scene shows prisoners walking to the gallows. During that scene, a child is brought to the gallows and a noose placed around the child's neck while the child is singing. The Maxwells are wondering if this scene in the movie made some type of an impression on Erin, and perhaps she play acted the scene. They do not know. Let's talk about the sexual trauma. The Maxwells, Alan Jones, including Alan, know nothing about sexual trauma. Now, the state police have taken their DNA swab of Alan. They've also had a rape kit from the hospital. According to my clients, that rape kit or investigation by the state police and the doctors has been conducted. We do not know the results. Obviously, if semen is found and the DNA matches Alan, the man at point of interest, because he was the last one in the house, he has a problem, doesn't he? He tells me he is innocent. He would never do that. He does not do those things, and that is all that he can say to you. We can say that Erin was old enough where she bathed herself and dressed herself. None of the family members ever noticed evidence of sexual abuse or trauma to Erin. We do know that Erin was in the state of Nevada from June 29, 2008 through August 11, 2008. Perhaps the state police should make inquiry and direct their efforts to determine if something happened there. Any further comment on the issue of sexual trauma to Erin as a contributing factor in her death would simply be pure conjecture. At this time, I will end my statement on behalf of the family, and we are taking no questions.